Welcome to the video. In this video, I'm going to share exact step-by-step blueprint that I've taken a couple of years ago to really change my life within a 6 month. And I'm going to share this exact step-by-step blueprint so that you can change your life in 2024. The last couple of years, we faced a lot of challenges and a change from these crazy COVID things and to really coming back to the social life and getting used to, again, a normal life. And then some people call that new normal. And I believe that there is a lot of change that was made and we need to adapt to the new environment. Perhaps you decided to go travel, perhaps you moved to a different country, you perhaps had to change the career. You made a lot of change, I believe, in the last couple of years. And in 2024, it is going to be another huge year. And one of the reasons why is the AI. It's the last 1 or 2 years that AI developed into such a huge niche. And now it's literally just dominating the whole world. And you know, the COVID, it's a sad story, but a lot of people lost their job. And then AI is also taking a lot of people's job. So we need to really start adapting the change and indifference with all this AI and other aspect, because the COVID, okay, that was it. And now the AI and a lot of things that just keep constantly happening in the world, and just like change is inevitable. There's nothing promised except a change. And then the people who don't allow themselves to change, or who don't challenge themselves to change, they will be left out. And I don't want you to be left out in 2024, because I believe that when change is happening, there's so many opportunities. But we are the one who have to find the courage within us and then take a step forward to make a change, even if it's uncomfortable. So I'm going to give you 3 steps, which is the blueprint you just need to follow exactly to become the best version of yourself. And the reason why you need to be the best version of yourself, and it's like this. Imagine your iPhone 3. Now you're iPhone 3. I don't even know if we have iPhone 3 or the beginning iPhone, you know, just when the Steve Jobs introduced the iPhone, Bala, this is iPhone. Let's say that is you. I am iPhone 15 Pro. Imagine that you and me are just like here next to each other. Hi, I'm iPhone 13. Oh, I'm iPhone 3 or whatever the iPhone, you're the beginning iPhone, you're the OG. OG sounds cool. Let's not call it OG, you just the beta version of iPhone. And now I'm here standing as my best version of myself, always progress. So it's going to be a 16 and I'm going to be 16 and I'm going to be 17. But right now I am the best version of myself that I can be in this current situation in the present moment. And I am iPhone 15 Pro. Look how beautiful the picture I can take. Look how much I can zoom with that 3 camera. Look how beautiful the 4K video that I'm watching. When you open your iPhone 3, it looks pretty shit, it's disgusting, and it doesn't look so cool. And then your camera sucks. So that's the difference. However, this is not the difference between me and you. This is difference between your current version of yourself and then your best version of yourself. That's how much difference that you can actually make within a 6 months to 12 months. And then I'll prove it to you. When I started the YouTube journey, and I was very shy and I didn't want to expose myself in that way. I didn't want to talk about spirituality. I didn't want to talk about law of attraction. I didn't want to share my stories because I was afraid. I was afraid to be judged. And I didn't have any communication skills. I couldn't express myself in a very authentic and effective. However, now I believe that I'm very good at speaking and I actually make funny stories or whatever, like I make people laugh. But before, I was known as somebody in my friends group that I'm not the funny one. Literally, I could observe my friends smiling and enjoy the conversation. The moment that I start speaking, their face goes a little bit like, okay, yeah, cool. It's like, seriously, that shit is sad as hell. Looking at my friend's face, going from this, like, so this best version of me, the iPhone 15 Pro version of myself, isn't gifted. I didn't get it for Christmas present. By the way, Merry Christmas to you guys. Almost. I don't know when you guys watching this video. But I was definitely this iPhone 3. My camera sucked. and my function sucked. My screen wasn't that good. It was easy to broke. It was not fast at all. It was very slow. So everything was I was completely the iPhone version 3, but now my iOS is completely updated and it looks beautiful, and my camera is good and my function is good, so fast, 5G. Everything is the best version of the iPhone, but it was not gifted. I made the decisions to become the best version of myself, and as a result, my reality is completely changed, my lifestyle is completely changed, everything else changed because internally I am a completely different person. And a lot of people talk about like, yeah, be yourself and do whatever you want to do. But that's a false idea of being yourself. Being yourself is literally tapping into your full potential, because if you want to represent and if you want to identify yourself as like a core level of like the pure essence as who you are, is going to be your awareness. You're going to be a spirit, which is like way bigger than just like human body, right? So like if you have that bigger perspective, then you should identify yourself like a fucking fantastic, amazing individual who can change the world. Or you can identify yourself, yeah, your life sucks, and you can compromise yourself and you can call it be yourself. And I think that is such a nasty idea to spread. It's like a virus, right? Like, yeah, it's okay, don't just compromise your life, just stay there, exactly, yeah, stay there, home, stay there. So being yourself essentially means that you are tapping into your full potential without being so afraid and not being able to take action, not being able to utilize your talent and lots of the motivations and high energy and positive vibration frequency and etc. But if you cannot tapping into that, that's just you not being capable to be who you are. So the being yourself cannot be established without the foundation of who you are. All right, with this said, let's dive in. I'm going to give you 3 steps to really understand as an idea and as a practice for you to establish a certain level of the foundation of who you are, and that gives you the mental strength, the happiness and contentment, and also this expanding your self-awareness, so that you can raise your vibration and then become tapping into the best version of yourself that allows you to go to a certain direction. Perhaps you want to start your social media journey, perhaps you want to build another business, you perhaps want to be like athlete or XYZ. All right, so the first step is definitely learn how to sit still. And I'm the meditation guy, and I am completely ADHD. I cannot sit still for a long time. It was very difficult for me. I used to play piano for 10 years, and every single day I go to the piano lessons, and all I'm thinking about is like, I want to go home. Because it was too much for me, just like sit there for 30 minutes and 1 hour just like doing this. And now I know the piano isn't like that. You know, you move with your emotion and with your everything. It's like putting energy and emotion into it. That's how we play piano. But I was young, I didn't understand that. I just didn't like the fact that I'm only using my fingers. I want to run around. I was also playing basketball, so like that was much more fulfilling to me because I just couldn't sit still and then focus on one thing. But if you cannot allocate your focus by your will, then your focus is everywhere. And your focus, aka, is energy. And if you can allocate your energy onto something that is very, very important, it's a priority for you, then you're basically wasting so much energy, which is limited. Imagine your energy is money. Imagine you just have zero discipline and then zero management skill, that you're spreading money everywhere. It's just like money, money, money. And your bank account goes down and it goes to zero. So the energy is the same thing, and obviously you can recharge the energy so you can go out there and make money, and then you fill your bank account. It's the same thing. However, every single day is literally just all we have. Every day you wake up, today, right? We have the idea of tomorrow. We have the idea of the yesterday. But we never wake up in tomorrow, we never wake up yesterday. But every time we woke up, today. It's the same thing over and over and over. So all we have is always today. And in order for us to maximize what we have, because we cannot reach something that we don't have, right? We have to utilize, understand this is what we have. This is what I have, and then I want to utilize the best out of this. So which is you have to utilize today, and you have to go to sleep. Let's say you sleep 8 hours. So you have 16 hours. And then in order for us to be present as much as we can, we need to expand our awareness, and we need to practice how to be present in the moment. And the only practice that we can do is a meditation. And some people talk about, yeah, you can go for a walk and etc. But still, sit still and then like fully focus on one thing, whether it's a breath, or I have guided meditation that helps you to really establish and then reprogram your mind. So go out there and check it out. So whatever the meditation practice is, you have to sit still and then be okay with it. I can literally just like go meditate for like 40 minutes or 1 hour easy. Even though the thought pops up and stuff like that. When I started it, I couldn't even sit for 5 minutes. It was so hard. It was so hard. It was like hell. I was like, it's painful, and my leg hurts, and I don't know. There's like 10 thoughts at the same time and trying to like break my brain or something. And it was just chaos. But the more I practice meditation, my awareness is expanded. So I can be aware of things, aka the realization. You can realize so many things internally, externally. And that realizations will give you the new ideas, the new perspective that will navigate it to a different direction. Because if you cannot see it, you cannot fix it, right? The same thing, I'm going to that direction, but you're not aware of it. Like I'm going that way, but you are not clearly aware of like what kind of like steps and the environment and etc. You have to catch yourself and hey, we should go that way. But if you're not self-aware, if you're not present, if you're not conscious, then you cannot make the move. So the meditation is seriously a very important practice. And I know most people will have a hard time focusing and meditating, and obviously I started the exact same place, and it took me about 6 months to be able to sit and meditate 20 minutes like fully focused, tapping into like the emptiness or like activating DMT and seeing the vision and third eye and everything. It took me 6 months every single day, but which means that you can also take that route and learn how to sit and meditate and then be able to really open your third eye or like really be in a flow state or reach the emptiness that the Buddhism talks about. And as a result, you learn how to control your emotion, you learn how to reduce the stress and anxiety, and then you learn to really stay focused so that now you can allocate your energy by your will. The step number 2 is cold shower. The cold plunge is now very, very famous. I think you've seen a lot of people doing that, ice bath and cold plunge and whatnot. It talks about cold exposure, the benefits, the scientific benefits. I've been doing this for a long time as well. It's been 4 years, I believe. Meditation, I've been doing this for 6-7 years. The reason why you should take a cold shower, sure, boost your immune system and biologically, your body becomes stronger. It allows you to get closer to your primordial state, and which is all the benefits. It's beautiful. However, the best part is that you train your mental resilience. This is a problem in the modern society, including myself back then. I was lazy, I was weak, mentally and physically weak. So what happened was I just cannot do things because I was afraid, because I don't like. And that all comes from my mental resilience or mental strength. The reason why pro athletes train their mental and a physical practice, their physical performance and mental performance, like having a mindset coach, or even some people hire a hypnotist, or some people do like a lot of cold plunge and other challenges to train the mental state, because you need both for you to perform the best. Again, this is the way to tap into the best version of yourself. So you have to understand that your body and your mind is a spiritual instrument. You have to take care of it. You have to maintain it. You have to train it very well. Obviously, everyone has a different age, different gender, and a different level and a physicality. So you have to find that entrance. You have to find a way that you can train your physical body and you can find your mental state. And honestly, the cold shower is literally just the easiest way to train your mental state, because perhaps you have a shower in your house. And then if you are not living in like such a hot country, or if you do live in a hot country, then you can do some twister with it, or you can find this place that facilitates a sauna house, bath house that has like a cold bath that you can actually get yourself into the cold exposure. Or if you have a house and then if your country has 4 seasons, and winter is a great time to take a cold shower. Right now, Japan is in winter, so it's good for me to every day, wake up and brush my teeth and just go to take a shower. And I do that for 4 years now, or I think perhaps longer, but I still hate it. Especially the winter and the cold morning, and then we wake up a little bit tired, and then you go to the shower and then you're just like holding the shower and then just kind of like froze even before you touch the water. It's freezing water. Before you touch the water, you froze. So it's a great practice for you to mentally, physically become healthy. And a lot of people, actually, there are a lot of studies and a lot of feedback and testimonial from cold exposure that people curing depression, people curing anxiety. It's just the water, but it's phenomenal. The power of nature is everything. It's the energy, it's one of the powerful energy in this world. So don't underestimate that. And I know if you're probably like feeling like, I don't want to do that, but if you don't want to do it, it's better to do it. And then step number 3 is journaling. I had a comment the other day on a different video about, Show, please, can you talk about journaling? And journaling has been such a huge part of my life and my routine. One of the reasons why I love so much is the fact that I accomplished everything that I've written down. I manifested everything that I've written down in the first 2 years of my journaling journey. I wrote down things that I want. This is my desire, this is my goal, and I want to manifest this. And I'm keep hitting my goals, the things that I write on journal book. And I cannot ignore the fact that journaling has been taking such a big part of this manifestation. And the second reason why I love it so much is because every time I do journal, there's something that is activating within myself. I don't know what it is, maybe an energetic level. Something is like, boom, now it's activated. And it's so subtle that we don't even know what's happening. We don't even realize that just like something activated because it's so small and it's so subtle. But when it comes to like in a longer period of time, we get to see like, wow, this is literally just like every day, like boom, something was activated, boom, boom, boom. And now we've got whole thing manifested, exactly what we wanted. But it was just like, the beat was so subtle to create the whole entire music. We needed so much of the beat. So it's a definitely repetitive process, and it is always in the middle of the process like life. So you just do it every single day without asking the universe like, why it's not happening. You just do it. Like you wake up and brush your teeth and the same thing. All right, so this is exactly how I journal. I recommend everyone to get a big journal because if you're writing things in a small journal, your life becomes so small. So you want to have a big ass journal because your life is limitless and filled with potential. So you want to write freely in a big, massive journal book. And I use on the left page, I use that for affirmations. I use that for my goals, daily reminders. So which is like, I can read it. So for the left page, for me to read. On the right page, I write things every single day. So it usually every 4 days, I go to the next page and I write affirmations, daily reminder, my goals. And then the next 4 days, I'm going to be writing the paragraphs, the things that I want to write. And then the next 4 days, I'll be reading the affirmation over and over and over. And again, another 4 days, I'll rewrite the same affirmations and goals and everything, daily reminder on the left page. And every day, I write the journal on the right. And then usually 4 days to fill up the right page. And what I write is everything is positive. Everything is something that what you want. We focus on what we want, positive and optimistic thoughts in this journal book because writing is a magic. You don't want to activate the negative random thought process. A lot of people actually write negative thoughts, random thoughts. Oh, I have to write that down. I have to bump my thoughts on this paper. But it's actually not really ideal way for you to process the information because when you're writing, what's happening when you write the negative shit is just you're focusing on something, so it's not chaotic, but now you're singular focus, like laser focus on writing the negative thoughts and which evokes a negative emotion. That doesn't give you the clarity. That's just give you the organization of negativity. And then if you do that, you should definitely drop it. You should definitely quit. So what I'm right is what I'm grateful for, how I want to feel, basically how I am so happy and grateful for XYZ. And with that sentence, you want to add something that you want to experience with it. For example, if I say, let's say I make $1 million or something like that. and I am making so much money, I attract money, and the money is keep coming into my bank account. I am worthy of receiving so much money in abundance. So let's say that's your goal, like you want to, financially be free, or you want to get to the next level. Then that's what you're gonna write. You don't write, I make money with my business. I make money with my coaching, because that's how. You don't focus on the how, because right now you focus on the how. What happened is you have to deal with a bunch of impossibility, because from your current situation, your perspective cannot see or perceive the potential or the actual how that is going to be given to you, right? You're blind when it comes to the how now. But who knows, maybe something else can bring you $1 million. Something else can bring you a soulmate. Something else can bring something that you want. So only experiencing the outcome, the results, the dream destination. Don't focus on the process, okay? Because the process can be different. I thought this should work, that should work. A lot of things didn't work well, but I found out that don't work, right? But I found a lot of ways that works. And if I'm completely focused on one way, this way has to be it, then there is like 10 other potential for me to get exactly what I want. So I will miss out because I'm so caught up with the how. But what I want is not the how, what I want is the dream destination. So what you're gonna write is that I'm so happy and grateful for XYZ, and in the experience and outcome of having it, you write that down. And then again, this is a repetitive process, and it's always in the middle of a process. And again, this is a repetitive process, and then you are always in a process. So these things are just your daily routine, which allows you to establish so much strength and so much peace and expand your awareness, that gives you so much realization and tapping into a different dimension, your true potential, and which means that you can tap into your best version of yourself. And now you are about to be the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And listen, you can postpone everything. You can just like, nah, I don't like it. I don't think that works. You can just push it away, because the first couple of weeks you might not see the result, and then you start to feel like, yeah, that shit doesn't work, fuck it. But again, this is not you expecting within a couple of weeks. This is basically becoming a part of you. It's just what you do. Don't focus on the when it's gonna happen and when it's gonna bring me the result, and then how am I gonna have this, how am I gonna do this. So just start doing this as your daily routine, as part of your lifestyle. And I can guarantee a lot of positive things start to happen, a lot of change will be happening in your life. And then you are the one who's gonna be able to decide which direction you wanna go and which decision you wanna take. Right, with this said, let's fucking change your life in 2024. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Live your life like a movie.